Hi, welcome to my second how-to screencast here using Edmodo. Today I'm going to show you how to locate and use a nifty feature in Edmodo called Snapshot. And it's basically an assessment tool that allows you to choose Common Core based standards for ELA and math. And once you have chosen those standards, it will create a quiz for you. And after your students have logged into their page and taken the quiz, then the results are sent to you and you can view the results and see how your students are doing. I think it's great for warm-ups, tickets out the doors, comprehension checks, and just a great formative assessment to see where your kids are at. So on your home page here, teacher homepage, I'm going to come over all the way to the right-hand side, and located on the right-hand side we have what Edmodo calls your apps, and you can add more apps here as you go, but right now we're just looking at these because the one we have will already be here for you. You will not have to add this one, and it's the Snapshot app. It's the one all the way down here at the bottom. I'm going to click on it. And Edmodo Snapshot will pop up. And we want to click, I'm going to show you how to create a new snapshot today. If your students had taken snapshots before, information would be popped up here on this page. You want to click Create New Snapshot. You want to make sure that you pick the correct group that you would like to assign the snapshot to. You need to choose whether you're looking for ELA standards or math standards. I'm going to be looking for math standards. And you will also need to choose your grade selection. Typically it will default to whatever grade level you set up when you created your account. So in my case it's 5th grade, but it could be changed if you needed to adjust or differentiate for your students. Down here in step number 2, you need to select your standards. 3 default standards will pop up. They're probably not the standards you want, so you'll need to click here. Well, first of all, you'd like to get rid of them, because if you don't want them in your snapshot, you need to click the X. And that will get rid of the ones that default right in there. Now, to put the standards in that you want, you need to click Add More Standards. And all of your Common Core topics will pop up here on the left-hand side. You can also search for what you're looking for. I think this is nice and handy though. So I'm looking for number and operations in base 10, so I'm going to click on the strand that I want. And I'm just going to add the first 2 standards here. So you need to hover over the orange circles and click Add to Current Snapshot. And it'll show you here that you have 2 standards added. You could also add from other strands here as well. Those are the 2 I want, so I'm going to click Done. Down here in step 3, you'll need to choose a name for your snapshot, when it's due, and give your students put a time limit on it or give them unlimited time, whatever works for you. You can also add a note. Maybe I want to say no calculators. And then you could assign it now, which will pop it right up to your student's page. You could plan it for later, which will save it for later. And then you can log in again and send it to your students when you're ready, if you don't want it on their page at that very moment. Maybe you want it at the end of class, last 5 minutes. Log on, send it to your students, it'll pop up for them. If you'd like to see what you can also see a student preview. You can see the types of questions they're going to get based on the standards that you chose, and you can actually go through. However, it does say that each student will receive a unique set of questions that are similar to the ones that you see. So they might not be exactly these, probably be a little bit different, so you don't have any wandering eyes. So you can go through. This one has 8 questions based on the amount of standards that I chose. And you can go through and see the different questions or types of questions that it will assign to your kiddos. And you click close. And then again, assign now, plan for later. If I click plan for later, all the snapshots that I've created or you have created will pop up. These are 2 that I have not assigned yet, so if I want to assign the one that we just looked at, I'm going to click assign. And it'll show that 0 students have completed this, so there's no data to show for me at this time. You can choose your groups. If you're looking for something located in a different group when you created your snap. If you want to create a new snap, you'll just go back and click create snapshot. And you're back where we started. Again, pretty simple to use. And personally, I think it's a great formative assessment.